Big John, Big John.
Morning, Ruckus. Morning, Max. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's I think it's the 7th. First night back to work. Had Friday and Monday off. I didn't do much filming. I did a little bit of filming a granddaughter's t-ball game there in Cleveland. But other than that, I didn't pick the camera up. Didn't really do much. Bentley and Nova, the other grandkids, they came over yesterday and swam in the pool. So that was a good time. I was working on washing the awning on the camper. It looked atrocious. So I got that cleaned up somewhat. And then Kurt come over about 7 o'clock. Asked if we were busy with the truck. I said, no, why? I said, we got some work to do to the combine before we start running. He said, both my trucks are full and I need another truck. So I said, okay. We got her hooked up. And took her over and got a load in her for Dick Depner. Stay out of that ditch. Stay out of that ditch. Max is he's still staying outside. He needs another bath yet. Finish getting rid of that smell. Ruckus. Let them both out. Ruckus did really good. I was kind of worried about him because he didn't poop last night when I had him out before work, but he didn't have any accidents in his kennel, so that's good. He's getting a little more mature. He peed twice and pooped once already. He was kind of loose there last week, and he had a vet appointment yesterday morning for booster shots, and they give us some probiotics to sprinkle on his food. And so we did that yesterday. Now it's nice and firm. Bad dog. So anyway, I got the truck started, kicked the tires, I'll check the lights and everything, give her a once over, and talk to you a little bit. Well, I was walking out to the truck and Kurt called me. He just got up there and he says he's barely off the road, so there's probably 40-50 trucks up there. It'll be hours for him to get through. I don't know if they're testing for vomitoxin or what, or whether there's that many people that ran late last night and got everything full and now they're all up there trying to get dumped. So he told me just come back in, go to bed, and run it up this afternoon. So after being up all day yesterday and going to work last night, I told him not a problem. So today's a short one. When I walk back out, shut the truck off, and I'm gonna go to bed and get up this afternoon and take off. We'll talk to you then. All right. Good afternoon. It's 10 till 4. Get screwed around with the dogs and everything for half an hour, 45 minutes. Kirk called, said the line's down. He called about 1 o'clock, left a message. Said he drove right through with his second load, so I'm gonna go get this truck empty. Didn't she party? Didn't she party? So I'm gonna go get this empty and drop it back off the deck. And I'll head over to Dad's work on the combine. Up there feels like working. Ooh, you can tell they're hot when they flex like that. Alright, well, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright, made her home. Traffic come to a stop over top of a hill though. I actually skidded some tires. I was looking at them. I don't see any flat spots. Alright, battery died again. I think my one battery's getting weak. Anyway, like I said, traffic come to a stop coming over a hill. And I know they were bouncing. But I looked around and I don't see anything. I don't see no flat spots, luckily. The sand locks on this trailer here and there. I can close the bottom down tight, but I've always had an issue, and especially with wheat up there, that it'll dribble. It ain't bad, but it'll dribble if you fill her clear full. So you can see the pins missing there. You can see the holes. Well, here's the pin, and you can see, let me get it down here. You can see how it's worn. Right there's a bad spot. Can you see that? So that's letting the tailgate come out. Well, I'm sure I know I don't have any pins like this. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find a couple of bolts. Actually, what I need to do is get some grade 8s put in there. The passenger side is the same way. It's got a pin in it. It was originally a two-way gate where you could swing it off to the side, but all the hinges and stuff got broke off before I got it. So right now I'm going to find me some bolts, see if I can find a couple bolts this size and put in there and go from there. My bolt selection is very limited. I have some nice bolt bends, but just like other things, I haven't had a chance to do anything with them. So here's my temporary bolt bends, which is a bunch of plastic bags that I bought them in, laying around. So this looks promising. But it's got to be longer. So let's see if I got some long ones in there. All right, well, I'm going to check this out. Hi, Bronco. Another project for someday. I'll be back. All right, well, I found one with a brand new lock nut that's long enough to put the shoulder in the bad wear spot right there. I didn't have any in my bags, so I hope everybody's got a few buckets of random bolts laying around. So I'm gonna get a couple of wrenches and throw this in that one side. Probably put the pin in the truck just for giggles. I'll get that done. I'm gonna call Dad, and we got a little work to do on the combine. So hi, Max. How are you? You staying cool? He wants in the house bad. Not yet. He needs another bath. Get rid of the wood pussy smell. Pole cat. All right, let me get some wrenches and meet you out there. We'll go in and let Ruckus out. Quiet. Kimmy's sleeping, so we'll be quiet. I think he just woke up too. Good boy, Ruckus. Good boy. Well, he's back there tinkling. He's getting a lot better about not going to the bathroom in his kennel at night. We just got to keep him away from the water. He's a water drinking fool. Right, buddy? Well, he's just so stinking cute. Just so stinking cute. But anyway, yeah. Tinkling again? Good boy. Good boy. Max, you can leave him in the house for 16 hours and he won't, but boy, he's busting to get out when you get home. So, I gotta climb back up here, see if I can put this bolt in here, hanging off the back of the trailer. One nice thing about this trailer is it's got the deck back here, the ramp, the chute, whatever, because the back axle is set back so far, which gives you a longer wheelbase, which lets you carry more weight. But anyway, I'm gonna climb up there, so I'll set you down for a second. Be right back. All right, so here's how this works. Oh, that's close. Not too close. The pin goes through here. This side's not too worn. The other side is really worn. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take it out and do some welding on it and build it back up. So yeah, standing on this ledge. Almost could use a shim on it. Well, it'll be better than what it was. Hopefully this will tighten up. Hopefully this will tighten up into the locking part of this nut. It should. Barely. Oh yeah, good. Good. All right, I'm gonna have to figure out some place to put you guys. That's not gonna work. You're sideways. But I think that's the best I'm gonna be able to do for now. As long as they don't slip and knock you guys off, I'll be in business. Now this doesn't have to be tight, and actually I don't want it tight. That's why I want it locked in. But it's going tight. Okay. Well, that's gonna have to do. So I need that to be a 1/4 inch longer, or a 1/2 inch longer. Ooh, that's worn out too. I'm gonna have to get a nut for that. Oh, why would they have a greaser there? Wow, that makes no sense because that's all bolted solid. Unless there's a hole back here. Grease the inside of this on the back side. Is there a greaser on the other end? It's really tricky here. Especially when you step on the old bolt on there. No, this shaft isn't. Let's see. Let me pull this pin out. That's got a big groove worn in it there. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do some welding. I'll have to drop this tailgate down. What I can, well, I'll explain when I get down. Let me get down. Hang on, BRB. All right, what I can do is unhook this tarp here, this back cap, flip it up out of the way. Undo the sand locks, flip them out of the way. Leave the locks here locked in. Pull them pins, take that bolt I just put in out, take the bobcat or whatever, or the mini excavator with a chain, and lay that down, and it'll pivot right here and here. The only problem is this is going to hit pretty quick. I didn't think about that, so maybe I'll just lift the whole thing off of there. It's all aluminum, can't be that heavy. Famous last words. But lift it off, or maybe I can just slide it out a little bit. That's all I gotta do is slide it out a little bit, and then I can stand up on something, ladder or something, and do some welding and grinding on both sides of that pin. So yeah. Uh-oh, you guys are sideways. Am I sideways? I guess I'll have to check that in the editing. All right, I'm gonna put this pin in the bunk here, under the bunk, and give Dad a call. See you later. Yeah, I guess I made a couple phone calls, talked to Dad. He's going back to my sister's, get some supper, or work on that combine tomorrow. We got rain coming, it's gonna cool off, so it's like 91 degrees out, so we're not gonna mess with that. I come out here and was looking at the pool, and the filter wasn't pulling good. I could tell that something was going on. Checked a few connections and everything was good. I come around here and looked at the pressure gauge, and it's usually running 18, 17, 18. Well, it was up to almost 26 or 27. So I unplugged it and put her over here on backwash and plugged her back in. Boy, you should have seen the crap coming out of there. Brown. So I flushed that for about, I don't know, it must have been about a minute. It cleared up. Spun her back around to rinse, run that a little bit, put her back on filter, and we're back down to less than 20 psi, and things are squirting good. Water's moving. I can tell by them bubbles right there, it's spinning around, and it wasn't flowing like it should. So that's the first time I ever did that. Of course, we just figured out here the other day what each one of these settings were. Wrote them on there with a paint marker. Before that, we were just guessing. And I think all last year when we had it going, I think I was on recirculate, which just goes around and around. It doesn't go through the filter. So we figured out which ones are which, and like I said, we marked them all. So now we're actually going through the sand filter. Ruckus was in his pool. Now he's out here chillaxing. Growing like a weed. He gained 5 pounds in a week, according to the vet scale. I think the scale wasn't zeroed out. According to their scale, he gained 5 pounds in a week, and I think that's a little much. But he is growing like a weed. He's getting long. He's getting leggy. He's growing into his ears a little bit, right, buddy? He's got a nose on him, though. He does have a nose. We'll be on a full run through the yard, and he'll just stop and go to smelling. You come out here at night when the lightning bugs are coming out, I think he can smell them lightning bugs in the ground. I think Max is back behind the cat house. I think he found a woodchuck hole or something like that. So now why are you digging? Just because you can? It's the old fire pit. Move the fire pit back there. So he's wet, and now he's getting dirt all over the place. I think I'm going to put him on the cable. I'm going to go in and relax. Problem is, I've got to move his pool, because he can't quite get to his pool. I guess I have to see if I can pull it.